free live reading for my trivia question winner for this week's reading, which was Megan. And the trivia question was, what was the 10th major arcana card in the tarot? And it's a trick question because if you recognize the structure of the tarot, you know that even though the full card is number 0, technically it's the first card in the major arcana. So it's going to throw all the other cards off. So technically, even though the magician card is number 1, it's technically the second major arcana card. So everyone said Wheel of Fortune. Of course, you're going to say Wheel of Fortune because it's number 10. But technically, the Hermit is the 10th major arcana card, thanks to the full card being the first major arcana out. You know it's number 0. So I hope that makes sense. Megan got it. She was the first one to answer the question correctly. So I'm going to do her 5 questions. And if you would like to win a chance next week, be sure to check out the Thursday's Daily Insight reading, which I usually post Wednesday nights. And I will post a trivia question there. And whoever's the first person to comment the correct answer is the winner for the free trivia question. Okay. All right, Megan. So you wanted to know, can the divine show you the best path for you to take to reach your highest good? Okay. So you said, can they? Of course they can, but I feel like what you're saying is how, or what you're asking is how can they do that? But let's see. I'm going to pull an Angel Answers card to answer that question for you. Let's see. All right. All right. They're telling you to listen to your intuition, okay? So meditation brings answers, okay? So they are obviously telling you that the best path for you, they're trying to give you clues and hints about that. It all relies on your guidance. It's naturally, it's like we feel like our paths is like it's something that is real complex. Like, you know, I gotta just change my whole life overnight type of thing. I gotta drop this job and then start a charity business the next day. It's not really that. It's like little things that we might not even see as relevant or significant really place us on our path. And every day we are on our path, believe it or not. Your divine path, I feel like, is when you feel like you're living your best self. And it's not perfection, you know, and knowing that success or whatever it is not going to come overnight. And even if you don't know exactly what it is that you're here to do in life, it's the little things. It's like you don't even see. Like, the little things make you who you are, your divine gifts. It could be you have the ability to just make people laugh. You have the ability to heal people with your words. You have the ability to be a problem solver. You know, it's the little things that really make us. And we don't see that. And we could take those gifts with us everywhere we go and take something from it. So I feel like Spirit has been speaking to you, where they want you to pay attention to your intuition, because you're being guided each and every step. Even if it's like, it seems so irrelevant to the situation. It's like, go to California. You're like, for what? And you go to California and you meet a group of people, and it's like, you know, they're all, you know, inspiring you. They have, you know, the same goals in life as you. And it's like little things start to unfold. It's like it's not like a big process. It's not like quit your job today and start that business tomorrow. Like, yeah, it does start off that way to some extent, but it's like little steps get you there, if that makes sense. Okay, so it says, what does the divine want me to know about my romantic life? So I will pull a Romance Angels card. So what does Divine Spirit want Megan to know about her romantic life? Okay, you saw that. Flew out. Okay, so you have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So are you fully enjoying your life as it is? Are you enjoying your singlehood right now? You got the finances and career. So are you working too much? Are you spending too much time, you know, at work? Or you're spending too much time, like, just doing you? It's not a bad, like, I know it sounds like a contradiction, like, but I feel you're not enjoying yourself. It's kind of like a daily routine. If it's not working too much, then it's a daily routine where you feel like, I got to do this today, and if I don't do this, then, you know, I'm not doing something right. So it's like you're not allowing yourself to live fully. You're not allowing yourself to just enjoy life as it is. Yeah, you're not allowing yourself to enjoy. It's like she's smelling the roses, like she's smelling the sweetness that life has to offer her. So I feel like you need to take some time out for yourself. And it could also be that you are very hard on yourself. You feel like you got to constantly work on yourself all the time. Put energy into healing. And those are good things. Those are a part of loving yourself. But I feel like Spirit is telling you to loosen up. Like you need to enjoy your bliss more. You just need to allow yourself to live and not worry. You might be a person that's, you know, very calculated, or you're a perfectionist, you're a planner, you know, so I feel like your mind is always focused, and it's almost like you're always working 24/7, even when you're not working, if that makes sense. So it's like, just enjoy yourself, because you're going to attract, it's just going to happen naturally. It's just that's just the way it is. When we're too focused on when is he or she coming, then it just can't happen naturally. But it's like, we're enjoying our life, we're having fun, we enjoy our jobs, we're doing this, we're doing that, then it's like spontaneously that person comes to you. Okay. The third question that you sent was, what is the best path for me to find love? Okay. I'm going to use another romance angel. So what is the best path, Divine Spirit? I don't know if I already answered that, but if not, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so giving your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership with deception. Okay, so I feel like the best path for you to take when it comes to love is not look at every single person as they're out to get you, or they have some sort of hidden agendas or motives. Because it could be that you jump to conclusions when you first meet somebody and you're like, I don't know if I can trust them. And you kind of don't really embrace or want to really get to know that person. It's kind of like you go in with your arms closed. Rather than trusting. You always feel like somebody's got a knife behind their back. But if that's the key, and that's the key, I was just saying in another reading, I don't know if you watched it, but I was just saying that when you want to attract something, you got to be a vibrational match, meaning you have to be open to that, you have to expect it, you have to be that. So if you want love, you can't be afraid of it, you can't be closed off to it, you can't be expecting the worst. If you want that ultimate love, you got to feel like, I'm somebody's wife, I'm somebody's husband, I'm somebody's, you know, forever, I'm somebody's good thing, you know, I'm that. And I attract love. I am love. I love people. I love myself. I love life. I love God. I just love, period. Then that's what you attract. But if it's like your energy is kind of like, I don't trust so-and-so. I don't know if I can trust these people at work. I don't know if I can trust my family. I don't know if I can trust my friends or even myself. Because it's kind of like when you... Because you have the free will whether you trust or you don't trust. Nobody can make you trust them. It all starts within you first. If you decide to trust that person, it comes from, do you trust yourself enough to trust another person? So essentially you're saying to yourself, I don't trust another person because I don't trust myself enough. I don't trust my judgment enough. And that's kind of like a signal like I don't love myself. So I feel like that shift, I feel like it's going to put you on the right path towards love. Just shifting that alone. Okay. It says, how can you attract, or you ask, how can you attract your Mrs. Right into your destiny? I don't know if I'm repeating, but hopefully not. But let's see. I need to take my own advice sometimes. That's how I know it's like my higher self or God speaking through me, because I need to take my own advice too. It's like, why didn't that make sense? Why didn't I always know that or understand that principle? Okay, so how can Megan attract the Mrs. Right into her life? Okay, make the efforts. It says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Passion, allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. So, allowing to attract the Mrs. Right that you're seeking, I feel like you have to be really committed. Like, because you got make the effort and passion. So to me, that's like commitment. Like, you have to really be about having this person in your life. So whatever you feel like you got to do, whether it's manifest about it, pray about it, reprogram your mind to believe in love, you do have to do that. And I feel you have to be willing for it. And Mrs. Right, when we say Mr. and Mrs. Right, it's like we expect perfection, or our ideal of perfection, and it's not always going to be like that. Sometimes when we go in with those lenses and that person kind of lets us down because our expectations aren't totally met with that person, and the rose-colored glasses come off, then it's like, oh, I'm ready to give up because he or she wasn't what I thought they were, without really going past that initial stage and really seeing what the relationship's made of. That's why there's a lot of failed relationships, because people don't really know how to work together. And that's what Spirit is saying to you. It's almost like they want to make sure that you're really down for what you're asking for. Like, when you get real love, it's not going to be like, that's it. So walk in the park, they're everything you want. It's going to be total bliss. There's real love, and it's not that you have to stand for toxic situations, or some woman that just beats you down, and or a man or woman, whatever, whoever's watching. But for Megan's case, a woman that just drives you nuts or beats you down. It's not that. It's, you know, the fact that this person may not always have your time. They can't always have your time. I know that gets on my nerves. Like, if I can't have a person, it's not because I'm a Taurus too. I like my space. So let me re-say that. So it's like, I like to have someone around. It's like, I like to spend time with that person, especially in the beginning, but I do respect that I have my own life and they have their own life. So I don't always want to be up under your ass all the time. And I don't want you all up under my ass all the time. But I know that that gets annoying. And sometimes you got to get it. You got to adjust to that it's not always going to be about you or your relationship all the time. Or this person may not be a good cook. And it's like, okay, well, I have to learn to love that person. There's going to be something that's not always perfect. And it's like relationships, people fall out of love all of a sudden. Like, oh, she got fat, I can't be with her no more. Like, stupid stuff. And it's just like, well, why don't you go to the gym with her? Or why don't you just love her for who she is? Like, you know what I mean? So Spirit wants to make sure you're totally all in. To attract this person, you got to be about it. Okay? So whatever it is that you feel guided to do, whether it's you want to change your whole perception or vibe, and you want to make sure you're your greatest self when that person comes in, or you're dedicated to your prayers, your intentions, your manifestations, your law of attraction work, you're dedicated to whatever. Spirit wants to make sure that you're really all in to attract this Mrs. Right. That's what Spirit wants to know. That's what I feel like. That's what I'm getting. So I hope that makes sense. And your final question was, is there anything divine wants for or needs for you to know about anyone in your life right now that could be affecting me either positively or negatively that I can't see? Okay. All right, Divine Spirit, can you please answer this? So I'm going to use these two. I'm going to clarify with my tarot. So I'm going to use the Energy Oracle. Okay, so is there anyone, Divine Spirit, that is around Megan right now that could be affecting her either positively or negatively that she's not aware of, Divine Spirit? Any major energies that can be affecting her, please let us know, Divine Spirit. Okay, alright. So you have the World card with the contracts. So, I feel like you do have some connections to people that need to end, definitely. Because you got the World card. And the World, to me, it's like the Hermit and the World card in traditional tarot all in one. With number 2 and number 9 together, that's screaming there's a connection that needs to end. And then you got the contract, which means that there is some sort of soul connection or contract that needs to be end or needs to end. I'm not getting a negative nor positive energy from this, so I'm going to clarify with tarot. Okay. King of Swords. So this could be a male air sign or someone who operates like a male air sign. So this could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra person. possibly. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. But I feel like it is, yep, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is Gemini. So there could be a Gemini, male or female, in your life, or aggressively in your life, that you need to end. And I feel like this person is not good for you mentally. This person may be mentally abusive or manipulative. Could also be someone who just has a negative mindset, that thinks negatively. With the Tower card. So I feel like it's kind of like you might already be getting signs that you need to let go of this situation or this person. It could be a friend. I'm not getting a romantic vibe from this. I'm kind of getting like this is a friend or some sort of associate that you talk to, or someone that's just always spreading negativity mentally or verbally, and you need to cut ties with that person. So the Tower and the King of Wands comes out. So it could be that this situation, you guys, could be like a love-hate situation between you and this person. Like your vibes just kind of don't mix. And this person could be here to teach you something for sure. So it could be a karmic tie to somebody. And I feel like that's someone you need to let go of. So I hope that resonates and that makes sense. If it's not an air sign, don't take it literal. It could just be someone who's verbally abusive or just speaks negatively, and you need to let that person go. Or anybody could represent anyone around you that just doesn't speak life into situations or into you. They're just negative. They always got something to say. They're judgmental, or they're always in fear. They cause anxiety when you're around them. Those types of people or person, yeah, you need to let go of those people. So that's what I'm getting. So that's your reading, Megan. Congratulations for winning the trivia question. So anyone who wants to join and possibly win next week, every Wednesday when I post my Thursday daily tarot insight readings, I give out a trivia question, so you have the chance to win a free live reading on Fridays. So yeah. Alright, much love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe someone resonated with her reading. You're welcome, Megan. I'm glad you watched. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you have a happy holidays, a happy new year. All of you, blessed new year. Thank you. I'll try to do more lives. I might do one in a second. I don't know. Much love to you guys. Thank you.